I'm Sean Connery.
And I'm Dr. Kenneth Lee.
And welcome to this week's edition of Literary Review, where the books are bad and the reviews are worse.
Right on.
This week, Mr. Lee will be discussing the works of William Shakespeare and discussing the idea that he was what we'd like to call a recycled writer.
Yes, in fact, Dennis, many critics have levelled that sort of accusation in Mr. Shakespeare over the years because he seemed to use the same elements in his writing over and over again from past stories, and when he used them again, he just retitled.
That's right, Dr. Lee, but don't call me Dennis. And this week we'll be discussing the two works, Macbeth and Julius Caesar. In the first scene that we will be doing, Julius Caesar has a conspiracy of men out to kill him. In this scene, Cassius is trying to convince Brutus to kill his dear friend and leader, Julius Caesar. Let's watch.
Senator Brutus.
Senator Cassius. Good afternoon.
Do we have a seat? Ah, Glenn Fanique. My favorite.
Brings a smile on my face all the time.
And it does, my friend. It does. What ails you, my friend?
President Caesar is on my mind.
Yes, as of two, I am restless of late, because I fear that he might become too powerful, swaying the people into making him their dictator, and dissolving the Senate and the legislative branch itself.
Yes, Senator, I have the same fears, but you must understand, Caesar's like a brother to me.
I understand you completely, Brutus, but we need you for our cause. For you see, me, you, and Caesar were all born simple children. Then he rose to power, yet we are still underlings underneath him. Don't you see it, Brutus? When you walk the streets, you are just as popular as Caesar, even more so. We need you.
Senator, what possible difference can I make? I'm merely a citizen.
No, Senator. Get it through your head. The people love you as much as they love Caesar. Even more so. When I was young with Caesar, we went swimming at a pool and he almost drowned. That was his sign of weakness. You are greater than that.
What do we need to do, Cassius? What do we need to do?
What can you do, Senator? You can join us and let this revolution begin.
Because America is greater than any one man. I'll join your cause.
So, Dr. Lee, what did you think of that last scene?
Well, it just reminded me, Dennis, of what a filthy, stinking lot the humans all are, and I've had very much difficulty relating to them in the last 6 months, ever since my unfortunate surgery. And you?
Well, let's just flip to the next scene. In the next scene, in Macbeth, Lady Macbeth is trying to convince Macbeth to kill King Duncan. It's very similar to the scene in Julius Caesar. Let's take a look.
You filthy slut.
Macbeth, what are you doing?
What say you, wretched wench?
Are you still worrying about the consequences? Why don't you just be a man? Stand up for yourself. Think of everything we could have. Why don't you just kill Duncan?
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
The thing is that we could have everything. You could be the king. We could be rich. We could have everything we've ever dreamed of.
I'm sorry, love. How do you expect me to perform such a feat?
For one, you can stop playing with your dinghy. And two, you can kill the king.
I'll do as you wish, my idiot's lover. But I won't like it.
Good.
As I drain this bathtub, I drain my dignity along with it. Don't just stand there, Jeeves. Bring me the bloody towel. This isn't a show.
My apologies, sir.
Fleet amateur. That'll be all, Jeeves.
And as you just saw in that last scene, both Lady Macbeth and Cassius in the two plays sort of acted as catalysts to drive the dark ambition found in both Brutus and of Macbeth, which is a theme that is repeated quite often in Shakespeare's literature. Wouldn't you agree, Dennis? Maxwell Lakes? Take it.
So now we've covered the places where the two main characters have committed their murder. But now we need to go into their downfalls. So, Dr. Lee, what in the blazes are you wearing?
Dennis, it's my isolation chamber. Some time ago, on the recommendation of my doctor, I was prescribed to wear this box over my head to give me time to reflect on things, and I feel my analysis of Shakespeare should be...
Dr. Lee, that's not an isolation chamber, that's a Pepsi box for a 24-pack. What were you talking about?
Just don't insult me. As you know, this box... Really, my income is very low. I only get money by doing these videos, and well, this is all I can make do with, but I'm proud of it.
Well, Dr. Lee, let's just go on to the next scene. Up next, we're going to be seeing what ends up happening to Brutus, and how he had the chance to get to power, but ended up losing it all. Let's switch to that scene, Dr. Lee.
Sir, we are losing the war.
Yes, I know. But I must have a more honorable death than Caesar. So, Cletus, stay with me.
I will stay with you, my lord.
Cletus, take this.
What's that, my lord?
Well, come on, son.
What? Oh! My lord! My lord! My lord! Well, this is highly unexpected.
And so the true lineage has been restored. There was once a dream that was America. Now that dream will be realized. I myself shall retire to my home in the Hamptons for some time. But you, the audience, you shall learn the true meaning of Easter. That meaning has been lost by a generation. So we see that when Marcus Antonius overthrows Brutus, in Brutus's attempt to seize power, there's a parallel that is drawn between this and Macbeth, when Macduff overthrows Macbeth, who is currently seated on the throne. Both these elements, when combined together, are the elements of a great tragedy.
It's you, Macbeth! It's me, Macduff, from college days!
Oh, goody, Macduff.
What? What? What?
Take off your bloody shoes!
I'm sorry.
I thank you kindly, Macduff. Now, what is it you're here for, exactly?
He killed my wife and murdered my son.
Your wife was fat, and your boy was fatter.
Don't even think about grabbing that money. You.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you.
Clever boy, Macduff. Why don't we settle this like we used to in our old frat days?
I can't wait. I need it. Baby, give me it. You're dangerous. I'm worried.
Alright, that's right. Get me Drake. Drake out there, Macbeth. And by the way, Macbeth, I'm not of woman born.
That means the prophecy's true. That sucks.
Right. Get me. Right. Finally, true lineage is restored to the throne.
So as we've shown in the past few scenes, the plays Macbeth and Julius Caesar are quite similar. In Macbeth, Lady Macbeth plays a catalyst, and in Julius Caesar, it's Cassius. They end up persuading their counterparts to kill the rulers. We'd like to thank you once again for joining us here at Literary Review. I'm Sean Connery.
And I'm Dr. Kenneth Lee.
And good night.
You slut.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Hello, my name's Florine.
And I'm Dr. Kenneth Lee.
And welcome to our show of Wayne's World. Party time.
Excellent.
Real. Today's show, we'll be discussing the works of William
Hold tight, oh baby, hold tight. She said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
have enough like commentary on the The editing? Oh no. Me and like Casey and all of them are just doing it at his house, dude. You can't see my expression right now, but I am pissed. Oh.
Every night. So hold tight. Hold tight. Oh baby, hold tight. She said,
I can't.
Terrible.
that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She said, any way you want it. That's the way you need it. Any way you
Why do you talk, dude? Why do you talk?
She said,
King Duncan. This is similar to the thing.